Hello everyone, this is me, Dusty Circuit here. Welcome to another Kerbal Space Program video. My apologies, I kind of haven't been uploading as often as I said I would. I've just recently, my sleep routine messed up again, yay. So I just haven't been uploading much because, well, I'm just gonna come out and say it. I kind of got addicted to I may have become addicted to another Kerbal Space Program mod, and I guess that's partly to blame for things, but it's definitely one I'm going to be showcasing on my channel at some point. But it's just, I kind of want to, I have a roadmap that I've in mind, like, for how, like, what I want to do for my series, as far as, like, what destinations I'm going to go to next, and what planet pack I'm going to explore, next. And I think that is going to be that I think I said in the previous video, I think during the Eve mission, that I wanted to visit the Quack Pack planets next. And that still is what I want to do, but then I kind of had this thought that, well, there's a couple destinations that I guess I haven't really, given enough attention in my series. Like, what I can think of, what comes to mind anyway, is Duna, because I think the Black Racks Volumetric Clouds mod actually adds dust storms to Duna, and I think maybe it might be worth having another mission to Duna to look at that. And Jool's atmosphere, and Laythe. As they're all, and I think I mentioned in I think I commented on one of Bogue's videos. I think it was their video of exploring Rokea and the Cacabo system. That there actually is a mod that actually enhances Laythe to actually give it different biomes and stuff. So I don't know. I think I might do. I think I might do kind of those missions. I think I might mix those missions in, kind of like with the rest of my series. As far as exploring the other planet packs that I have installed. And I think I might also do videos where I might do, like, maybe building space stations or colonies on other planets. Just to kind of, like, just to kind of break that my whole, like, kind of routine of, well, just build a rocket and launch it and go to the next destination, do science, and return home, sort of thing. That I've kind of been doing throughout my entire series. But anyway, it's been a long time since I've actually done research on camera, so I guess let's do that. I think this is probably the very last time we're going to be doing this. A fully completed tech tree. Yeah. So, I think I want to show off actually okay, so here's the deal here. So, of course, why we're looking at Jool is, I actually did a revisit mission to Jool, where we come back here to fly around on Laythe and also fly inside of Jool's atmosphere with a plane. I guess kind of similar to what I've been doing with the other Outer Planets mod, Gas Giants. But I kind of realized that my plane, that same plane that I was able to use for Sarnus, Urlum, and Neodin, didn't have enough power to actually, didn't have enough engine power to actually get out of Jool's atmosphere. So I think I ended up just reverting the mission. And just kind of going to Laythe, kind of like that didn't happen. But off camera, I actually decided to have a go at designing a plane that actually is capable of flying into, descending down to Jool's lower atmosphere and then flying out of it and actually capable of getting back into orbit. And I figured what not we do actually for this mission, but to actually fly inside of one of these storms, like these kind of like kind of these spots that I believe it's the Black Rack mod actually gives to Jool, kind of like the great spot on Jupiter. I think I kind of want to fly inside of that one. Okay, so this is the craft that I have actually designed for this mission. And since we're launching a plane on top of a rocket this time, I've actually added wings to our launch stage to actually balance out the center of lift. And so basically this stage, like these side boosters and this core stage, are gonna get us into orbit. And then this up here is our interplanetary stage that'll get us to Jool and back to Kerbin. Oh wait, I think with this I had in mind that I would be returning in this plane. Like we'd probably just, once we're done our mission descending into Jool and getting out of Jool, we'd transfer the fuel out of this stage into the plane, and then maybe we fly the plane to Hull so we can refuel it via ISRU mining, and then we can return it to Kerbin. Oh, and also about for how the plane itself, just kind of added on more like I'm actually using instead of the OPT spaceplane fuselage, I'm using the stock Mark II fuselage in order to save on weight. I just realized that was not connected correctly, but I'm just using the smaller stock Mark II fuselage parts to save on valuable. So I think why the other plane didn't work is it didn't have the thrust to weight to actually overcome Jool's atmosphere to actually get up to a speed that it can actually ascend, like to where the Project Elu nuclear jet engines can actually continue to pick up speed and enough to actually get out of Jool's atmosphere. And on the back, I've added it's one of the nuclear saltwater rocket engines from the Far Future Technologies mod. And that is just going to serve kind of, I guess, as a kick stage. Like once we've gotten out of Jool's atmosphere, we can then use that to actually get into an orbit again. But, the only caveat is that the engine's really only useful outside of Jool's atmosphere because it requires radiators to function, and radiators cannot be deployed while we're flying inside of a planet's atmosphere, or else they'll break off. And really, I'm just using these radiators from the heat control mod because these actually these are retractable, and I think I just used tweak scale to make them bigger so that they actually are more effective. And then I just added pretty much every science instrument to the split plane that we have at our disposal, and also a convertotron, so we can actually so once this thing is done its mission in Jool, it can land on like Paul or one of the smaller moons, so it can actually refuel. I think without further ado, let's get on with this mission. Okay, okay, I think we're finally ready to descend into Jool. Okay, here we go. With the descent. Oh, I will note that I am using infinite temperature just because otherwise it's like we really have to be careful. Like it might be possible to do this without that, but you have to really, like, we might actually have to slow down, like spin the plane around and then like just burn fire retrograde just to slow down enough that our craft is not going to be subjected to destructive re-entry heating. But I guess let's just say in an ideal world that at least this plane has a little has a little bit better thermal insulation than normal. I mean, not by a lot, but just by enough for us to survive this. Okay, the storm should be just about coming up on the horizon now. And I'm also mentioning I have my air brakes deployed to help us with slowing down. Okay, we might overshoot this a little bit, but that's okay. Okay, can we turn around without flipping out of control? Looks like we can. I guess now we just fly towards this. That's a crazy view out the window. Oh, this is crazy. It's almost as awesome as the clouds on the storms on Urlum. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce the name, but this is crazy. I think once we're inside the eye, I think we'll take another screenshot. Oh wow, is that Laythe up there? Or... yeah, it is. At least I'm pretty sure. That's awesome. sure one of those pictures is going to be thumbnail worthy. I think now let's actually go below. Let's actually dive to the bottom of Jool's atmosphere, and then now let's see if we can climb out of it. Oh wow, it's like pretty much at the bottom of the atmosphere, and we're still in practically zero visibility. This is crazy. Probably because we're deep inside the storm. Oh. Whoa, that was close. Can't even see. Okay, we don't want to be going up, not down. Maybe do some science. Okay, it looks like we're suffering from the dreaded bug where it thinks, well, I am flying clearly, but according to Kerbal Engineer, I am currently landed. I guess because we dove below 0 meters. So, fortunately, there's nothing I can do about that other than, I guess, just fly out of Jool, get into orbit, and then I might have to use cheats to put me into an orbit. I guess we'll figure this out as we go. Okay, let's get out of here. I don't know if I'm ever gonna dare EVAing right now, like I think I did in the previous video we were here, and I lost, had a Kerbal fly off due to aerodynamic forces of flying in this really thick atmosphere. You know, just... Well, I had a moment of, well, maybe if we're slow, it might work. That might... EVA might work, but I'm not going to tempt fate. And now we just want to climb into thin enough atmosphere where we can actually gain speed with our engines. Okay, so the first attempt of this ascent, I managed to fly too low and actually dip below 0 meters, and then that triggered the bug where the game thinks you are landed when you're clearly flying. And I figured, well, I'll just try to get that at least into orbit, but that proved futile. But it seems like, well, so what I did was I just cheated myself back to the spot where I was, like way deep in the clouds below the storm. And it just seems like the plane is actually performing a lot better now that we no longer have that problem. Okay, well, we want to climb out of this as quickly as we can. Okay. So this was not easy, but I managed to get this back into a Julian orbit. And basically what I ended up having to do is, it's like I climb up from like the lower atmosphere, and then as soon as I start to lose speed, I have to level off and gain more speed, and then start climbing again, and had to do that quite a few times. But then once I kind of started to once I finally got above the clouds and kind of into the really thinner part of the atmosphere, I had to kind of try to gain speed, but in order to do that, I had to use... So what I did is I just gave a burst of both my Project ELU nuclear engines and closed cycle mode, and the nuclear saltwater rocket, which can only be used in short bursts without the radiators extended. And I used both of those to get me, I'd say, from about a speed of 800 meters per second to somewhere in the around 13 to 1400 meters per second. And that, from that point on, these engines could then get me up to think a top speed of about 2300 meters per second. And then from there, I finally was able to, I just kind of pulled up to maximize my vertical speed. And then from then, once these engines cut out, I used what was left of the fuel to get above, get my apoapsis above Jool's atmosphere. And then from there, I extended these radiators that you can see here, and then I just burned this guy, the nuclear saltwater engine, until I finally managed to get into orbit. And even then, it was barely enough, as you can see. But that took probably 3-4 tries to pull this off, and well, I had to use cheats to put myself back in that place where I descended to, because you can't use this quick saving, doesn't work inside of an atmosphere. So I've kind of had to resort to drastic measures, but I didn't actually use cheats to get out of Jool. Like, it is still possible with this craft, but it is barely, like, I don't know what's different between this run and the last run that I tested this, but like this thing can just barely get out of Jool's atmosphere. And there's really not much margin for error at all with it, but I mean, we managed to escape. And unfortunately, in not an ideal orbit to re-rendezvous with our probe, but oh well, guess what can you do? So I guess I'm just gonna use what's left of this fuel to actually try to get into an encounter. And it looks like it's not even enough to fix the inclination, so I guess we'll switch to this guy. And I think we're just going to dock this to the plane and transfer what's left of its fuel into it. And then I think we'll try to land on one of the smaller, like probably Paul or Bop, so we can refuel our plane. And I don't know, I think I might call this video as it's kind of been doing a lot. Yeah, I don't know, I'm really tempted maybe to just uninstall the persistent thrust mod. It's just like, I mean, it's great for doing, like, especially my really, like missions that don't have a lot of thrust to weight ratio, but just these problems, like, with it I'm running into, like, not being able to time warp until you've gotten out of physics range of another ship, or a drop stage for that matter, and also sometimes if you don't deactivate the engines, it'll fire the engines on the other ship when you're trying to rendezvous with it. It's just, I don't know, I might remove it until we're actually gonna do, like, actual, like, proper interstellar missions that use, like, far future engines or something. It just seems to be causing all these problems. Okay. Okay, so let me get to transferring the fuel over. Okay. Okay, so this is, so leaving low Jool orbit might be a bit of a challenge due to the inclination that we're on. Okay, so I'm in a bit of a dire situation when it comes to fuel. It turns out I only had just barely enough to get a Laythe encounter. And so my hope is, if we can land safely on Laythe, we can basically fly our way over to land, the nearest island, and land, and then refuel. I forgot just how beautiful Jool and Laythe actually look with like with the black rack volumetric clouds and the Eve and scatter mods. Yeah, I'm not seeing any land yet. Yeah, closest ray I can see is like over here. And it's kind of hard to see with the clouds. I think I see something over there. Yeah, that's land. Oh, and I just had another realization. It appears we don't have a front landing gear. No, we do not. Okay, that's just gonna make that's gonna make landing interesting. So, what I'm thinking of doing is maybe like ditch in the ocean and then maybe go up to the shore. Yes, maybe you'll have to try that. Oh, Naibu, but also say, I don't have the community planet enhancement for Laythe installed, so this is just the visual mods that are actually making it look like this. Okay, we really want to slow down. Okay, ditching successful. And I suppose have to make our way over slowly. Okay, I have no idea if this ice has collision. I guess we're about to find out. I'm guessing it doesn't. Oh, it's still quite a ways to go. Oh, we're only barely about halfway. Okay, I'm gonna maybe see if we can stop bobbing around. Then we can go. Okay, so I've extended the landing here. Oh, and it's also occurred to me, I don't know if I'll be able to take off from the state. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. So, guess I'll just end this video here, and I guess next time I'm gonna send a rescue mission to unstrand these Kerbals. But I guess for now, thank you all for watching. This has been me, Dusty Circuit, here with some more Kerbal Space Program content. If you liked what you saw, remove a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want to see my next videos, be sure to hit the bell for notifications. And peace out. Bye.